And good afternoon, everyone. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor. My name is Jim, and this is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network. This is a directed network, and I am net control. If at any time during this net, should an emergency arise, please notify net control. We will stand by and allow those in need to access this frequency. Is there any priority or emergency traffic at this time? Hearing nothing, we will continue. This net is all about ham radio. If you have a radio you want to check out, give us a shout. We are recording now live till 5, and then we'll post it up on YouTube so you can come by later and do a call letter search for KC9VKV. That's Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor. And that will take you to our Qso-Vlog page, where we're now featuring about 1,060 Qso-Vlog air checks. Also this afternoon, we're running 4 Internet SDR receivers, monitoring Rochester, New York, Milford, Pennsylvania, Atlanta, Georgia, and Arlington, Virginia, trying to get a better copy on our 100-watt friends. Now, the audio from these 4 SDR receivers comes up on a 6-position rotary selector. Also on this selector is our local receiver audio. And today our local receiver is running 2 large 10-foot vertical magnetic loop antennas, one aimed north and south, the other east and west. The north and south mag loop can be rotated. They are selected by a 3-position rotary selector. Position 3 of this selector is a cophase option that many times is 3 to 4 dB hotter than mag loop 1 or 2 by themselves. We do use a lot of rotary selectors in our shack, mainly because there's nothing faster than a rotary switch for comparing multiple signals. Also today, we'll be running our input source indicator, so when we switch from an Internet SDR to the FT990, you'll be able to hear the switch and see the switch. You'll have to check it out on our YouTube Qso-Vlog video. Well, those are our working conditions. How about yours? This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network. And now, let's check in and see if CHARLEY-K1GZL is on frequency to bring us up to date on the latest 40-meter band propagation. Charlie's QTH is up in northern New Hampshire, near the Canadian border. Charlie, got a copy?
Yes, Jim, I do. You're about 9 to 10 over direct. And for the first time today, the sun is breaking through after yesterday and this morning's snow, which dumped 18 inches of snow on us. 18, Jim, go ahead.
Oh, that's unbelievable. But that's unbelievable for me, not for you guys. You get that almost every day, don't you?
Not quite. In March, we only had about 14 inches. And here we had 18 yesterday and today. By the way, talking about band conditions, I did work Ian this morning down in Australia, and I'm still holding the microphone up to the cassette speaker here, but my friend up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, I think he's fixed pretty well, got things ready. I may be able to be without this microphone, but give me a few seconds of this morning. A very good day, and I think it's up to you, Charlie North. And okay, on the snow, that's amazing. So I hope you don't get snowed in there, Charlie. I hope they come out and keep things clear. K1GZL and Company, the kilos, 3 Mike Oscar. Okay, and it was snowing in good shape when I talked to Jim. KC9VKV, K1GZL.
Roger, Charlie. Well, I think that one is the best one yet. That was nice and clear. And so you guys had really good propagation this morning, Roger.
Really good propagation this morning, Roger.
Yeah, but the thing is, the speaker on the cassette is not very big. It's not the best quality, but I'm surprised my microphone worked okay. I am using the wide 3.6 bandwidth on the 7300, and I'm I'm trying to get the best audio out of here as possible. So right now we have brilliant sunshine. However, I think we have more snow showers between now and tomorrow midday before it completely winds up. But the whole storm, it was only about 2 degrees. Well, it started above freezing yesterday. It was about 33, and it was snowing hard down on the valley floors. It was mixed with rain 1,000 feet down, but up here it was snow. And then it dropped down to just at freezing. Then was sticking better. And midnight last night, we had 8 inches of snow. I was out there shoveling at midnight, and then since then it snowed, and we finally got plowed out at 7:15 this morning. And the town plows you out, and it took them 20 minutes to plow out this heavy, wet snow. So that was an experience. But yet at the same time, the propagation on 40 was very good this morning. Ian was peaking 30 over 9 from down there in Melbourne in southeast Australia. So 40 meters seems to be the fan for the South Pacific, whereas 20 meters, it's a little higher in frequency than the maximum usable frequency. KC9VKV, K1GZL.
Roger, Charlie. Well, now you did mention 3.6 bandpass. I was under the impression that the 7300 highest bandpass was 100 to 2900. Roger?
100 to 2900, Roger.
No, at least on my indication here, you can widen it out to 3.6, at least on mine. I'm not the greatest expert on the electronics. I'm more interested in antennas, but I use the widest bandwidth I can to get the best fidelity. I like, listening to somebody that sounds like they do in person, and your signal is always very, very clear and natural. In fact, here you are.
Now, 3.6 bandpass. I was under the impression that the 7300 highest bandpass was 100 to 2900, Roger.
Okay, I hope you copied that. Maybe by next week I'll be back where I won't have to hold this microphone up. KC9. So, in other words, it's like you're sitting in the shack. You're transmitting right through my microphone to get to you. Go ahead.
Roger, Charlie. Well, I'm sure Jim will be able to fix you up there. He is a wizard at all kinds of things. He has the experience to tackle almost any problem. Roger?
Tackle almost any problem, Roger.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Jim is the key. He's the one that made it possible to be able to do this, because when he got his 7300 a year before I did, he couldn't understand why the ICOM people did not allow fix it so that you could play it over the air. So he had a friend that had an old cassette in his closet for 20 years, and he talked him out of it, and he fixed it up. So now it works very, very well. Works very well, Jim, and Jim, of course, has been a teacher of electronics in Penn State University for 28 years, and I think he's going to retire this summer. Go ahead.
Roger, Roger. Well, gosh, he deserves to be able to do what he wants. So if it's time to retire, I hope he takes advantage of that, and then he can do exactly what he wants to do when he wants to do it. Roger.
Roger.
Oh yeah, but he'll probably do a lot of consulting and do some consulting work. And you never met a nicer person than Jim Brakel. Heck of a nice fellow, and he's been up here numerous times. And when I used to live just south of here in Berlin, New Hampshire, he used to visit me there. In fact, he and somebody else operated sweepstakes from where I used to live, just south of here in Berlin, New Hampshire, and we won New Hampshire and still hold the New Hampshire record on sweepstakes. I'm not a contest person myself, but we had it set up down there, and in those days, way back when, 15 meters was hot. Oh boy, was it hot. 80% of all the contact tests in the sweepstakes contest that November were done on 15 meters. Wow, boy, well, how the bands change when the sunspot cycle drops. Go ahead.
Roger, Charlie. Well, I appreciate your keeping up with Mother Nature's propagation on 40. Kind of lets me know what to expect for the day, Roger.
Roger. Well, look, I know there's probably many people would like to get reports there. So, by the way, Monday I think we're going to have a fair amount of rain. So that's going to knock down a lot of the snow. Then later next week it's going to get colder again. And God knows we may be having more snow by late next week. And here it is, the 10th of April 2020, and time flies. But in October, we've had no snow at all in October, and now we have had 216 inches of snow for the season so far. Normal is 195 now over a 22-year period. 195 inches a year on the average, Jim. Look, I'll sign with you there, and I'll try to be on next week. And I hope you don't have any severe weather down there in far southern Indiana. KC9VKV, K1GZL. Always a pleasure, Jim.
Roger, Charlie. Likewise, sir. Thank you very much. And you stay warm and stay sheltered. Don't want to take any chances on the virus going around there. So you're probably in about the safest place one could possibly be on this earth, and I'm thankful that you are. Threes to you, Charlie, and we'll catch you later, sir. Have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. This is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor in the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. My name is Jim, and I'm better known in some circles as Dr. VKV, and we are recording now live till 5, so if you have a radio you want to check out, give us a shout. We'll post this recording up on YouTube in the next couple of days, so when you go to YouTube, just do a call letter search for KC9VKV, and that will take you to our Qso-Vlog page. And on that page you'll be looking for one Qso-Vlog entitled My Group Air Check 4/10/20, today's date. My Group Air Check 4/10/20. This is KC9VKV listening.